Alright, everybody, and welcome back to yet another game here that we're going to cast for our Discord community here. Timberhog Vondi has requested it to be cast. He believes one of these players is Vivi. I'm not very good with knowing who they are with all the Chinese symbols, so we're just going to say that it's potentially Vivi according to Timberhog Vondi. I haven't seen many Vivi games played since DE really, unless he's in a tournament. So we're going to go ahead and introduce the players. Timberhawk Vondi is here as the Burmese in the orange. To his left, he has Kato in the Vietnamese in purple, and we have Sleuzebox as the Cumans in the yellow, and on the other flank we have Snow playing as the Huns in the red. For the other team, we have Final Fantasy playing in the blue as the Franks, and we have Chinese player here as Burmese in the green, and then we have another Chinese player as the Goth here. I believe this is the one that he thinks is Vivi, which is entirely possible at this point. And then to his right we have the Khmer player, also a Chinese player. So we're going to see how this works out for both sides here. Timberhawk Vondi, looks like he's doing pretty standard build. He's getting 5 or 6 on sheep, getting 2 on wood already. Burmese, I would expect to see knights into a Rambai potentially, mostly knights. Vietnamese, obviously, we're going to see, I would imagine, archers, skirms, maybe even elephants. Cumans, be interested to see what Sleuzebox here does with the Cumans, if he does double TC and boom, or if he tries to go a little bit aggressive on this side. And Snow here in the Huns, well, standard looking build here, I would expect knights or cav archers with his current setup, maybe even opening with archers. Final Fantasy here in the blue, he is actually going to go ahead and push in his Ibex, which is really nice. That one gave him the runaround, almost got away, but he's pushing his Ibex, which is never a bad idea. Early game, save the sheep until you get the Ibex in. Like that move. And then in the green here we have the Chinese player as the Burmese here, and he looks like he's going to go ahead and do a pretty standard build as well. He's got his boar in, looks like he's waiting for the wood to drop his mill. Yep, not bad there at all. On this side we have the teal player in as the Goth, and you know what the Goth are going to do. They're going to boom to late game and spam away. And the gray player here, he's got a pretty standard build as well. He's already going to have 4 on berries. I'm not sure if he missed those or if they he just hasn't brought them in just yet. Let's check out his fog of war. He has yet to find those 2 sheep there. He went ahead and ran forward. He is actually pushing his Ibex as well, which is not a problem at all, but he has yet to find those 2 sheep right there. But he'll find them before too long, I'm sure. As far as the maps go, all the maps look alright. All have very accessible wood lines, berries inside. Looks like the Ibex spawned inside for everybody as well. Snow brings in his second boar there. Second boar is about to come in for Sleuzebox on this side. Sleuzebox, the Cuman's going to be interested to see what he goes for here. Is he going to go for a 2TC feudal boom and try to click up to feudal as quickly as he can, or not? Should be interesting. Purple, well, he's got a sheep inside of Timberhog Vondi's base here. No big deal. Gray is still yet to find those, but he is pushing his Ibex in. He is already on berries. He's farming with Khmer. It's like he's enjoying the Khmer farming bonus of dropping that farm wherever he chooses. As far as the map goes, it's going to be pretty interesting. We have 1 relic here. We got 5 relics on one side compared to 2 on the other. The relics are definitely favoring the, let's just call them the Final Fantasy team over here, because I don't know how to pronounce the Chinese players' names. But on the other side, they're going to have to really try to get some relics if they want them. I feel like there's actually 3 on that side, although this one is closer to gray. So the map generation's definitely favoring the Chinese team on that side. Kuman player is actually going to push his Ibex in as well from afar. So it looks like everyone's going to fast castle, I think. No one's clicked up yet. Everyone is going to be right around 20 to 23 pop. And actually, Kato is only at 18 pop. Gray clicks up now. He is clicking up over here with 24 villagers. Really clean build. Already on gold as the Khmer. I don't know what he's going to go here. Archers are always plausible. It's a good move with Khmer. A lot of people don't go archers with Khmer due to their good cavalry options, but they do get Ballista, and I believe they get all the upgrades as well. Let's go ahead and check that out, because I'm not really too familiar with the Khmer archer line. But, yep, they get Bracer and Ring Archer armor, and they get all the way to Ballista, as you can see there. So, it's going to be really interesting to see what they can do. Khmer are just insanely strong, especially with their farming bonus as that continues to build, and we can actually watch it click up here for him. And you just see the count just clicks in. They don't have to gather a certain number of food and drop it off, which is really interesting bonus. But he is the first one up by quite a long shot. Everyone except for green and purple clicking up. Both players in pocket, both players probably going for more of a fast castle build. Nope, maybe not. Purple. Maybe villagers just purple have. Kato is up to only 23, so pretty fast feudals for everybody. I don't see many fast castle potentially coming out of this. I am most curious to see what happens here, as we already have the Khmer player on his way to the Castle Age, which is a really good Castle Age time, clicking up at, what is that, 11 minutes, basically? That's an insane castle time. There's a good chance this is the pro, or a pro player here. Nonetheless, it's going to be really hard to deal with that since everyone else is still on their way to feudal age, yet he is on his way to the castle age right now. Timberhog Vonnie goes ahead and drops a market down, high market blacksmith, and he's going to try to get up himself. Let's go ahead and check his resources since he is the second fastest up. He's pretty close to clicking up himself. Scouts are out. Looks like we got one scout guarding a relic here. The other one's just doing some scouting. Nothing too crazy here. The Kuman player, Sleuzebox, he has decided to go for the feudal boom into the 2 TC play. So I would not expect to see a lot of units produced for him. He was going to be booming and trying to get the castle to have a really big mass of units. A lot of relic camping going on. Behind this, Timberhog Vondi is up not too much farther behind, about 14 minutes, 13 and a half, not bad. And then Blue is also on his way up as well. Could be really interesting to see how this works out. Obviously, they're going to be watching the Khmer player here, as he is in Castle Age already with 2 additional town centers coming down right now. He's already on quite a decent number of farms here. He's been on gold for a while. His res is pretty stretched to the limit. He does have villagers queued. He's got the 2 town centers coming up. He'll queue a few more in those, and he'll be taking a very nice eco lead as this continues right now. Sluicebox on the other side, he is got his 2 town centers up. It's going to be boom, boom, boom as best he can to try to get into this. We do have Timberhog Vondi over here. He is on his way to castle, and he is on stone right now, so we would expect to see some quick Arambai play. I would imagine maybe even a forward castle to put some pressure on. Yes, Vills kills Mills. I also would have preferred the Kuman player's town center against the wood line. It's not pretty. I mean, right here would have been excellent, or on this side regardless. I'm not a big fan of his position of it. He also kind of crammed it in next to a house. Lost some decent farming space for himself. Alright, Timberhog Blondie, he has got a castle coming up right now, but the villager discrepancies right now is 35 for the gray player, and Timberhog Blondie only has 29, so production could become a pretty big issue for him. But we're going to see how things work out, as Burmese will get the Arambai, and I'm kind of looking forward to seeing that happen. Haven't seen the Arambai in a while. The villager lead is in the favor of the gray player, but not too far behind is the sluice box player in yellow. The Hun player on the side, he's also on stone. Interesting enough, we're going to see some Tarkans from him, or maybe he's thinking a forward castle. I'm not exactly sure what his plans are, but it's going to be interesting to see what goes on there. Red, well, he'll lose his scout, no question there. Castle is up. Arumbai are coming out behind this. A second town center as well, so he's not going to rely completely on his aggression here. He is going to grab his Arambai and push what he can at some point in time here. Another castle coming up over here for the Hun player. Should be very interesting. Yeah, Vil skills. We believe it's Vivi. I did not check, but I mean, if you're telling me he's in the top 20, I believe it is probably Vivi or one of the Chinese players. Could be, I mean, Mr. Yo, I'm pretty sure uses his Mr. Yo name. Could be someone like Paladin or Gibaton, but I think it's Vivi. Timberhog Vondi suggested it was Vivi as well whenever he gave me the game to cast. And you can tell it's gonna be, you know, he's up 56 villagers to, well, 58 villagers to 43 right now. He's got a huge eco lead. It's clean. You cannot get much cleaner than that. It's so impressive to watch a pro play this game. It's not even funny. A good number of Arambai here, though. It would be really nice to see him come forward and really try to keep him pressured and in his base. On the other side over here, the Goth player here, well, he's in Castle Age, and he's got a second town center up over all the way over here. I do not mind that town center really. It's pretty good actually. I like it. Interesting to see what goes on over here as we have the red player Snow producing what, yep, is Tarkans. Going Tarkans this early, questionable, I think. But you are against the Frank player, so, I mean, do what you think is right, I guess. Tarkans, interesting maneuver, not sure it's going to work out very well for him. The Kuman player has made his way to Castle Age, and he did do a decent job of getting some villagers boomed up there, but again, it wasn't the greatest. But nonetheless, he's got his castle up. I wouldn't be surprised to see Sleuzebox headed into the Kipchak with his early castle placement. Also a very defensive castle for being in the pocket. I would have liked to have seen it out in front of his walls here. Potentially here to at least protect this gold, or over here to protect this stone. Nonetheless, it is what it is. We've got scouts coming out, a monk out already for the Khmer player here, who we suspect is Vivi. But he's booming on now 4 town centers comfortably. He is up to 83 villagers. The closest to him is 52, and Sleuzebox as the Kuman player. It's just completely outmatched. The Arambai have come out. We have a decent number of Arambai for Timberhog Vondi, and he is moving forward with 13. He's got 14 of them. He is going to be able to catch out something here, maybe. Oh, no, he's just going to try to get through these walls. Not a terrible idea, trying to get through and try to pressure. I mean, especially if he knew in advance who this was. I mean, this is going to be really difficult for him as a matchup for, I think he's like only a 2K player. Don't quote me on that. Timberhawk Bondi, I apologize if I'm wrong, but I think you're about 2K on the team game ladder, right? Maybe 1900, but nonetheless, it's a tough matchup, nonetheless. I mean, you're up against top 20 in the world. On the opposite side here, Green also has a Rambai out. He's got less numbers. Forward castle is coming up. Defensive castle is coming in here. And, oh, he gets through that. This is a really good move here for him. Those Arambai are going to do a good bit of damage, but the Khmer player, that bonus, they get to hop in the houses. You can't fault them for doing that one right there. And right now, that castle is going to get forced up, it looks like. Vivi is going to lose some villagers in the process, but not a ton. He does grab a conversion in there as well. And that castle will go up, no question. It was a really good attempt to get in there and do some damage. He just hasn't got... Oh, it's actually denied right now, so good job. He's doing a really good job trying to hold this off. But, I mean, this is going up at some point in time. Yeah, there come all the villagers out again. It looks like Vivi, if it is Vivi, we'll lose a few more villagers here, but I mean, that castle is ever closer approaching getting up, and it should go up right here. Oh my goodness, actually, Rambai did it. Oh, that woman got the last hammer hit of that man. Oh. Well played, nonetheless. That was a really good push over there. Elsewhere, we have a Rambai coming forward for the green player here, and we already have knights over here for the blue player. The interesting function over here, though, oh, we have the Khmer Ballista elephants. I'm impressed with Timberhawk Vondi's pressure here. He's got a lot of Arambai. The issue behind it, though, is he's only on 2 TCs. He is adding a third now that his push has failed. I do like that addition. Oh, and there it says Fat Dragon right there, actually, now, in the Imperial Age. I didn't even notice that. So this is the Fat Dragon himself. No questions asked now. Very good. We're going to see him come out for his stone over here. On this side, though, we've got a big push over here. The Tarkin are not a bad unit to fight this with, but then we have the Kipchuks coming from behind, so this isn't going to be a terrible fight for this team over here. It's obviously not going to be the greatest fight in the world either, because Kipchuk's not exactly that accurate yet. I don't even think he has ballistics at this point, how many arrows he's missed. But he pushed him back nonetheless. And this is beautiful right here. He's continuing to pressure. He's going to lose another one to conversions. The Ballista Elephants are out. Treb is out. Yeah, Timberhawk Vondi's just not quite got him. He did good, but he didn't get enough done there. If he would have prevented that castle going up, it would be a completely different story. He almost prevented it. It was really, really great. Can't complain about that at all. But I think you're in trouble now. You're at 95 vills if you're the Fat Dragon here, and then you have 90 or 84 for Sleuzebox, which is quite impressive to be booming with Kumans. As weird of a start as he had, I really don't like the third TC placement either. Please put the next one against a woodline. But what are you going to do? On this side, Knight and Arambai numbers are building. And over here, we are building Tarkin after Tarkin after Tarkin. I mean, I love to see the Tarkins. I'm just not sure it's the greatest move right here. A bunch of Kipchuks in from behind, so they are going to have a range and melee, but I think the Nightline will win that out for sure. Alright, Timberhawk Vondi, well, he moves on. Takes out a few things over here. He's really got to try to push and do some damage because before long you're going to have a bunch of problems dealing with your own defense. Kato on this side is going to be interesting to see what he's up to as the Vietnamese player. I don't think I've seen a single military unit produced from him yet. Looks like he's thought about going archers, maybe even camels. I'm not sure what he's going to go with here. And actually, Blue is going to send his knights over here to help out their teammate on this side, which is probably the right move. And yep, there's a forward castle coming in right here for the Fat Dragon, and he is getting Ballista Elephant numbers up. Yeah, he's got 8 of them already, and he knows his opponent's only going to Rambai this far. It's going to be difficult to defend against that right there. They are going to kill off the mass over here too, I think. These Arambai are going to be in some trouble. Fortunately, he couldn't run through there. The house came down. Yeah, hit and run, hit and run, hit and run, but not going to work when those Ballista Elephants come over. Oh boy. It's really becoming lopsided now, I think, that we have some players in trouble. This side over here, the Kipchuks, I mean, what are the Kipchuks doing for you sitting here, man? They're not doing anything, unfortunately, Sleuzebox. I like you're wanting to get upgrades and get everything over there, but unfortunately, I think it's going to be a little bit too late on that side. Rambai numbers are pretty good for the green player compared to Timberhawk Vondi right now. Castle is going to come up. Oh, looks like a snow leopard got a kill. Look away. Sorry, Kato. Ballista elephants, meme it up over here, Vivi. That's going to be devastating. I mean, what are we going to see from the Vietnamese player? I mean, I suppose he would be in an okay position for this, but the push on this side, it's coming. And you have not enough units, not enough military units. It's going to be a slaughter over here, I think. I'm not sure what Snow has in his castles. Nothing in here. He has 3 in here. He's got 10 Tarkans altogether, and you got about 30 plus Kipchucks there. But you have 3 castles right here. Those are going to be well protected, and they can push from this point. On the other side, Fat Dragon over here, he's a madman. 19, oh well, let's just say 21 Ballista elephants more being produced, and oh god. Wall the entire map, Vivi. Wall the entire map. Kipchucks versus the Rambai. I would go with the Kipchucks on that one, but let's see what the upgrades look like. 0 plus 1 plus 1, 1 plus 1, 17 attack, to only 7 attack, 6 range as well, which isn't ideal, but only 5 for the Rambai. So this is a fight that I haven't seen at all, to be honest. I haven't seen the Burmese played much at any level, really. And on this side, it's going to be very interesting, but it looks like we're not going to see that fight just yet. That castle will go down. Pike switch coming in over here as well. Vivi is making sure to tell his team to get the walls up. He's going to get a castle in the very center of the map as well. Really want to see this fight. Would be lovely. That Treb is going to die. There ain't nothing you can do about that. Oh boy. 30 plus Ballista elephants now. To 29 a Rambai, not even at full health. Alright, we're going to see the fight right here. This is what I've been looking forward to right here. Now, no bloodlines. Not pretty. 65 HP, 80 for the Rambai, 45 without it. Oh man. This is not a good fight for either side, but Sluicebox needs husbandry like you suggested, and he'd be in a much better position here. Cavalry is coming forward, and Snow. Snow. Oh no. It's a slaughter. On the other side, this is gonna be ugly. This is gonna be ugly. He's going around, he's gonna run into a castle here. Timberhawk Vondi has done everything that he can try to do here. He does have some elite battle elephants coming out. Oh, it's a bad fight, unfortunately. That hurts. On this side, they're holding for now, but castles. Oh, the Tarkin going alone over here against the Paladin. That's the slaughter. Yep, not pretty. Kipchucks are going to get a lot of damage in here, though, because the Rambai were not engaging at all. But even still, with those numbers lost from both sides, it's a pretty rough fight. And Sluicebox wins that one. The problem on this side, though. Oh, no. I mean, he's worried about the Rambai. And, you know, that's a good number. Rambai can do a lot of damage. Oh no, but the Elite Husk Girls are in. Those Rambai are trapped. There's nowhere to go. Oh no, and they're in a line. Slaughter. Feed them to the slaughter. I mean, the switch has been made to Elite Battle Elephant over here, which isn't a bad move over here against the Ballista Elephant, but I think you need to add some monks as well when you're fighting against Ballista Elephants, but not necessarily going to do a lot of good. Decent engagement over here. Looks like Sluicebox and Snow are working together now, but oh no, don't send them in onto. Oh, there's so many castles. My castle has like no HP. It has 52 HP. Shoot it with the Kipchuk at least. Get rid of that castle. Oh, it lives with 52 HP. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the Goth spam's coming in. And this is a lot of battle elephants. But this is even more Ballista elephants. And Yes, it's going to take longer to kill all of these units, but it hurts. It hurts to watch that. It's a battle that isn't pleasing to the eyes. They're just kind of running around, and now he's got him in a line again. He's going to turn around and shoot. He's just going to run and hit with this. And got monks in play still for Vivi here, and yeah, these elephants are going to go down. He's got his ballistas in a choke. He's got castle fire helping him out. And yeah, this is a rough transition here. I think in all we've lost 2 ballista elephants, maybe 3, 4, but nothing compared to how many of those elite battle elephants just went down. And on this side, big fight coming in. Units are doing well on this side, but here are 60 elite Huskarls, fully upgraded it looks like. And they will shred those Halbs. Those Kipchucks don't stand a chance either. Yeah, this side is going to be pressured hard as Vivi held on his own. And Vivi's so confident he's taking stone over here. And yeah, hit and run, hit and run, hit and run. But now Snow is going to have no army here soon. It's a 3v2 over here. Vivi went straight up. He thinks it's going to be needed apparently. Or maybe just good practice for him to get into. Either way, the army gets obliterated over here. Hun Kipchuk, thanks to some research done over here. But the push over here is going to be, you have these Kipchuks. That's all you got. And if he doesn't pay attention to them for just a few minutes, or even 30 seconds, he could lose it all. These battle elephants are doing well. Timberhawk Von is still trying to press over here, still trying to get pressure. Oh yeah, siege workshops coming in. We're gonna see, it's gonna be probably siege ram, I would imagine, just to bust through here. Kipchucks are heading back this way. Finally, we see Kato join the party with some elite Rattan archers, but those archers aren't going to stand up for too long as the Huskarls are doing a good job here. And now we have skirmishers, Imperial skirmishers. Haven't seen those in a long time, but there they are, boys. And yeah, this fight's not great. Just going to lose a lot of army. The Huskarls are going to tank. The push over here is real. The Paladin are going to run into the base, into the eco of Snow on this side. And really, Timberhawk Vondy's done a good job of trying to hold over here. He's really done a great job, considering he's obviously not as good as Vivi, just given that Vivi's, you know, a pro. But, oh, look at that HP just melt. And yeah, step back, pull in your own monks, convert, heal. There's so many Ballista elephants. You can't do anything against 60 plus Ballista elephants right now. Not with elite battle elephant. And here come the Huskarls on this side. The Paladin, they're doing some damage over here. Not sure how much they got done. But with Huskarls over here, Timberhawk Vondi is in big trouble, and Kato just lost all of his units, except for these elite skirmishers, or Imperial skirmishers, which are now just going to kill themselves to castle fire here. Tarkin are coming in. Tarkin will do a hell of a lot of damage against these castles, but you've got a Rambai, you've got Paladin, all coming over here, so even if you take 1 out, 2 out, there's 4 or 5, oh god, 7 castles here, you're going to take 1 out. It's going to cost you a lot of military, although the push is getting pretty good over here with all these units. The Kipchucks, the Halberdier, all coming together with the Tarkin and the Treb behind. This is actually not a bad push on this side, but over here we have Halberdier coming in. The Rambai are not masked. The Castle Fire, the Elephants are going to melt. This is going to be pushing forward here any moment now. And I don't know what we're going to see here, but it's not going to be pretty. But they are doing a good job of pushing over here to the point where the blue player has pinged it. He is a little concerned about this one. A lot of military going down over here. A lot of castles to go, though. A lot of castles to go. Oh my goodness, and the Ballista Elephants march. 60 plus Ballista Elephants all on their way down here to deal with this. So they are legitimately concerned about this push over here. As soon as those Tarkin numbers go down, though, I'm going to see some more Paladin come in, and that could be problematic. Although there are a bunch of Halberdier here. Needs to move those castles forward. Kipchucks and a Rambai are just fighting back and forth. Oh, and here comes that Goth spam again, though. So all the players are going to be focused on that side. Nope, we got Halberdier Flood over on this side as well. Big battles coming on both sides. Ballista Elephants and Halberdier are going to shred over here, though. The composition is as good as it can be for Timberhawk Vondi. But Timberhawk Vondi is fighting alone over here against two really, really good players, especially Timberhawk Vondi being, you know, top 20 in the world right now. And then you have a million Kipchucks over here just hitting and running against Goth. And then here come the Ballista Elephants. The Halberdiers will all be just shredded. Look at them all fall. And now the push is real over here. What do you do if you're in Snow's position? You start pinging and say, help, help, I'm in trouble. The light cab switch over here for Timberhawk Vondi. Yeah, his resources have to be running low. There is no trade up right now. Elephants, there's a good switch for Kato. Elephants will do a good job, but the Goth spam will eventually just switch to this right here. Halberdiers everywhere. Vivi must just be having fun with all these Ballista Elephants. He is in no hurry right now. And looks like they're just going to go back here and try to push against this army here, which is going to be rough. Though that is going to be, oh man. This is a crazy army. Elite Arambai, and then you have elite Ballista Elephants, and you have some elite Battle Elephants again. But we already know how those are going to fare against all this. They would do fine against the Arambai, but not with all those Ballista Elephants there. Kipchucks are coming back. Kipchucks aren't going to do terribly good either. Super low HP. Still does not have his Bloodlines upgrade there. And yeah, Elephants go down. On this side now, it's just full Goth Flood with Ballista Elephants behind. I'm not sure why he built all these siege workshops if he wasn't going to use them for anything, but is what it is. I mean, you can clearly tell that, you know, the score pretty much tells it all. Oh, Massacre. Oh, man. My game is bugging out a little bit here. Hit and run, hit and run. One Ballista Elephant goes down. About 60 Halberdiers went down there, and more damage. And while we weren't paying attention, the Franks player, the blue player, he is just running and wrecking havoc here. Alright, this is going to be a... Yeah, he's going to fight this. He wants to kill these Kipchucks. They've trapped him in here. Oh, look at all that damage done. Oh, man. Those Tarkans don't do anything against it. This castle, if he attacks it, look how quickly it's going to fall just with the lift elephants. Oh my goodness. It's completely ugly over here to see that. And on this side, yeah, Timberhawk Vondi has done a hell of a job to do what he's done in this game. Unfortunately for him, and for his team of Kato, Sleuthbox, Snow, you're facing some of the best players in the world here. There's not much you can do with this. We've seen Halberdier get obliterated. We've seen Battle Elephants, but we haven't seen a ton of Kipchucks go down yet, have we? We're about to. Oh my god. It's so brutal. Still no bloodlines in there. Humans get bloodlines, right? They should. Scorpions of your own. Not even upgraded. I don't think that's going to help much. Not against Ballista Elephants. Yeah, this is definitely over. Oh man, look at the massacre over here. Oh my goodness. That's a lot of damage going in right there. Oh, he's trying to run with all the Kipchucks, save his numbers, but they have hardly any HP left. Ballista elephants are insane whenever anyone gets them rolling, but when a top 20 player gets them rolling, are you kidding me right now? We also still have yet to see trade up from the Warm Colors team here, if you would, between Sluicebox, Timberhawk, Vondi, Snow, and Kato here. No trade whatsoever, and on the other side, it's just all the way across. If you guys haven't guessed by now, this one's gonna be over any moment. It can't last much longer here. I mean, there's no push from the teams on one side, and the other team's just having fun. He still has 55 Ballista Elephants. He went down with 60 of them. This castle, look how quickly it falls to Ballista Elephants. Oh no, not your Kipchucks. Just resign. Just say it's over. Goth spam. Ballista Elephants. Run by. Blue, he's got a paladin back here. It's just eating some eco. Completely reactive. Yep, and Timber Hugvani knows. He can't win this. He sees the map. He sees what his team's doing. Fat Dragon's team here did a hell of a job. And the GG's come in. Game over. Well played. I really like what we saw here. A lot of good things on Timberhawk Vondi's part. Kato was a little bit behind. I don't think he ever got a really great composition out there. The Kuman player here, Sluicebox, did a good job. He did have a good number here, but ultimately you can't kill a top 20 player if you're, 2K player. I don't know what the top team game player is right now, but I think it's almost 3K. And whenever you have one of the best players in the world, I think they did a good job to make this game last for a while. I mean, obviously, I think it would have ended sooner if Fat Dragon or Vivi would have just pushed Timberhawk Vondi, but nonetheless, good game. GG from everyone. Obviously, Vivi's team ended up taking the win here, but a lot of good things. I'm not sure who the other Chinese players are. Fat Dragon's name did pop up over here with the upgrades whenever he would go to a different age and whatnot. But nonetheless, Ballista Elephants for the win, along with Elite Arambai. GG from everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Timberhawk Vondi sent it to me. We're going to have a quick look at the stats. And, yeah, I can't look at their positions on the ladder here, unfortunately, but nonetheless, it's pretty apparent when you have a player this good. 2650 Imperial time. Jeez. But GG from all players. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. This one will be headed to YouTube here before too long, and hope you guys enjoyed that cast right there. And if anyone has any other games they'd like to see casted for YouTube, whether it be 1v1s, team games, anything like that, please let me know. I'm always happy to cast them. Gives me something to do that I enjoy, and it's a lot of fun. So I hope you guys can like, subscribe on YouTube, and keep following the content.